So you're seeing what somebody is willing to share, and you're seeing the best of what someone is willing to share. Hey, it's Terry. I've lost 180 pounds with keto, carnivore, and counting calories. Now I'm doing low carb while I'm in maintenance. Thank you for watching. Down another 0.4. So, see, when you eat off plan, just stay focused. It'll slowly come back to where your homeostasis is. I don't know if that's the right word. Anyway, but yeah, so, all right. Now, I'm not going to wait tomorrow because I'm eating out with Mom. And as you've witnessed, whenever I eat out or when I travel or whatever the various things are, that's whenever my weight goes up. And it is discouraging even for me to see it go up. So we're going to wait till later in the week to weigh. Okay, bye. So I've already drank half of my coffee. Debbie Sue was kind enough to send me some keto chow protein powder for me to try. I'm doing a half of a packet of salted caramel. I'm still using that same little Keurig cup that I made my original coffee with. What I don't know if this is okay to do or not. Well, I mean, I don't know why it's not okay to do, but it just gets weaker. I fill my cup I do a scoop and a half or however much I can cram into there. And I run it through 8 ounces twice. And that's what usually goes in my metal cups. And then that's what I drink on. But then when I'm done with it, I usually just leave it in this little cup and I set it over here until the afternoon when it kind of dries out a little bit. And then I beat it and shake it out of the thing and then I rinse it out this afternoon. But Sunday, today, I ran it through twice, and then I just ran it through again, and of course, obviously, it's weaker, but I don't want to waste more coffee if I don't have to, because I'm not really doing it for the coffee. I'm just doing it so that I have something to put with my protein powder while I'm at church. So, and I'm probably not even going to use this whole thing. So anyway, so now I've got my protein powder and I can't do it one-handed, so I'll shake it up. Hang on. So now it's all shook up, and thanks to the shaker ball that Debbie Sue sent, I put that in there, and that's what I'm going to sip on through church. I'm just going to set this aside, and I sip on it through church and then till I get home. And the reason why is because I don't eat till, Mom and I don't go to lunch till 12:30, 1 o'clock. Until, because her church gets out at 12. Then by the time we get out to the restaurant and go out to eat, sometimes our food doesn't come till 12:30, 1 o'clock. So anyway, yeah. So that is what I make, and I will sip on this in church. And I'll just set it right here and wait until I leave. It doesn't have to be hot. I don't care about that part. So there we go. That's my protein coffee. But anyway, so back to this little jobber. For those of you who don't, use these reusable ones, I think I've asked before, how do you clean yours? And two, I mean, I guess what I'm doing is okay. I mean, I could beat it out, beat the stuff out of it now. I could shake the stuff out now, but it's more wet. So you know how it's like wet sand. So by waiting till this evening, whenever I get home from work, this evening, it's kind of dried out better, and then I can just smack it in the trash can. It comes out so easy. And then I rinse it in the sink and then I set it up on there, and I have a rotation. That's the one I cleaned yesterday. And so then this one will go here and they slide down. I don't know. It's just what I do. Now for breakfast, I actually have a thing in the microwave. One of those turkey sausages. It's in the microwave. And I'm going to use 113 grams of this low-fat cottage cheese. You could use high-fat cottage cheese. I'm not afraid of fat, but I do watch calories. And this one is 80 calories, where the high-fat one is 100 calories. So for me, in my journey, the calories is more important than the fat. So it's 117, that's close enough. And so now I'm going to take this. This is a peach 2 good yogurt. Now, when I was losing, I did not buy this yogurt, this cottage cheese. I did buy this yogurt, but when I was in weight loss mode, I bought Good Culture yogurt or cottage cheese because it had less carbs. So, you know, you kind of got to do what's going to work for you. I was more hyper focused on the carbs, which at that time I needed to be. And now I feel like I'm just fine focusing on the calories than I am, you know, making sure I'm under 20 carbs. So it's just me. You do what you do. So breakfast is going to be that and this sausage patty. So that's going to be my breakfast. And I'm going to eat this. And it's not quite even 8 o'clock yet. Well, I'm eating breakfast a little early today. So, all right, well, that's my breakfast. And I will see you whenever I get done with church. Hey there, I'm at Mom's. And she has a full thing of her pimento cheese. And if you are new to me, after church, my church gets over about 11. What is it? It's right there. It's 11:30. I'm always eating lunch every day at 11. And Mom doesn't get home from church until, let's see, hers is 10:45 to 11:45. But it's closer to 12 by the time she gets home because sometimes she's a greeter. So she has to help with the money and stuff. So, I drank all my protein powder. Well, protein coffee. It's just a half serving of protein powder. Drank all that. And I always come to Mom's and I have 3 carrots with pimento cheese on it. And I dip it in here because I know that's what my mama does. I don't double dip though. I just single dip. She's got some tomatoes sitting over here. I might have me a tomato. I'll take 2. She'll never miss them. She ain't gonna know. Oh man. Listen, she ain't got dogs, so. And she has some apples. So I'm going to take 3 of these. Well, okay. 2.5 of these really thin slices of mealy. There's some mealy, pitiful apples, Judy. I know you get Gala. You need to look into some Cosmic Crisp, Judy. Here's Gala. Listen to me. I come to my mama's house and I'm robbing her food and all I'm doing is whining about it. Sorry, Mom, I love you, but really you should try the Cosmic Crisp apple. All right, if you're new to my channel, Sundays after church, I come and kind of talk to y'all about what my pastor talks about. And if you're not a Christian, well, I'm sorry for you, but you can listen and you can always email me or something, or write me or something. I'll talk to you about him. I'll talk to you about Jesus. But I'm going to tell you all what he talked about today at church. He was talking about how Jesus did what we could never do for ourselves, which is what we could never. Today was about why we try to please other people. He said it's because we have a hole in our heart, because when Adam and Eve were in the garden and there was no sin, they didn't know they were naked. They didn't have to please anybody. They didn't know that they were not as good or different from God. But then whenever they ate the apple from the knowledge of good and evil, that's whenever they found out that there was evil. And that's whenever they realized that they were not God and they will never be as good as God. So it talks about some of us strive to please other people. And the reason why is because we have a hole in our brain and our heart, because we're trying to measure up. But as humans, we will never measure up to the hole that we're trying to fill, because that hole is the distance between us and God. So he said, Jesus did for you what you could never do for yourself, so that you could receive what you could never earn, and that's acceptance. So he talked about how we can never earn acceptance. I talked about how our worth is not found in the things we do. It's found in the price that Jesus offered for you. He talked about how, housing market is bad, but people are still paying for houses. Gas is high, but we still pay for gas. So he was talking about how whatever something is worth is how much something people are willing to pay for. Well, Jesus was willing to pay for us with his own life. So our worth, we are so important to God that he sent his son, part of the triune God. He sent Jesus to die for us in human form. And he talked about God is not looking for perfection. He's looking for faithfulness. And he said, we are saved by the grace of God. We don't earn salvation by good works. And we didn't earn it in the beginning with good works. We earned it because Jesus died on the cross. So he was talking about, why do people think that they can earn their continuous salvation by doing good works? Doing good works is something as Christians we want to do because we want to do it to honor Jesus and honor God, not because we think that it's going to get us to heaven, because it's through grace and through Jesus' blood that we're saved and why we're going to go to heaven. So faith in Christ alone is our acceptance of God accepting you. So something he said along the way, now we're on to something different. Something he said along the way was that, he talked about how people compare themselves to other people. And I thought about it, and I'm like, I want you all to know, you who are watching my channel, as you're watching me, someone who's lost weight. So we're stepping off the Sunday topic and moving to Terri and the weight loss topic. I wrote down that, YouTube, it's only a snapshot, and it's only a snapshot of what people want you to see. So people on Instagram who show you that little 5-minute clip of them with their children and everything's hunky-dory. Me showing you what I'm eating. Yes, it is truly what I'm eating, but it's not my whole day and my whole life. So you're seeing what somebody is willing to share, and you're seeing the best of what someone is willing to share. So when I'm upset about something at work, or upset about something at home, or somebody dies, or somebody whatever, I don't share that with you all, because that's private and personal for me. And also, we don't come to YouTube to hear a bunch of drama and sorrow and sadness. We come to YouTube for happy and lightheartedness. So I share the happy and lightheartedness of my life. I don't share with you the down and dirty stuff. Not that you all wouldn't be there right with me, because I know 99.9% of you would be right there with me, holding my hand, praying for me and all that stuff. So it's not that. But it's just something he talked about. So, I know I've talked about my weight loss, and I know some of you all have said, I wish I could be where you are. Well, here's the thing. I ain't perfect. And I have went through some dark times to get to where I am. And each of you are going to have to go through your own dark times. And I may not be able to handle the dark times that you went through in order for you to recognize that you need to change your health. I may not be able to go through what this person went through. The death of a spouse, the death of a child can cause someone to spiral and lose their health and lose their drive to live. And then something happens, and then they recognize that, oh, I'm not healthy. I need to get healthier. So you can't compare yourself to me, and I can't compare myself to you. Our journeys will never be the same. It's because of childhood, teenhood, adulthood, old ladyhood. All of it is who makes us who we are. So my journey is 100% going to be different because I overate candy. I overate chips. You may have overate pizza. I don't know. But, you know, so you cannot compare yourself and your journey to me and my journey. And your journey is going to look different than mine. And so you really have to not compare yourself to me and not think, well, oh, if Terri eats fruit, I better eat fruit. Or if Terri can't eat fruit, I wish I could eat fruit. It's okay. Whenever, for those 2 years that I ate just straight meat, I had to turn off what other people were doing. I couldn't compare myself to other people. So by the same token, you cannot compare yourself to others that in your life and on people who are online, because you are enough. You have to do what's best for you. So don't compare yourself to what I'm doing, what Nisha's doing, what Kim Howerton's doing, to what, I don't know, all the other people that are online. Don't compare yourself to how they're doing it. You have to go inward. You have to turn inward and look at yourself and look at your body and look at what your needs are. And don't compare yourself to what my scale says, to what my food is. Sure, you can model yourself after how somebody does it, but if it doesn't work, that's okay. You just change it. You just got to change it. But don't look at my results of 180 pounds and think, gee, I wish I could do it. I'm going to do exactly what Terri does. That's just not how it works. You're not me and I'm not you. So don't compare yourself and then have follow-up negative thoughts about yourself. Like I said, you can look at how I'm doing and try to model it, but don't compare my results with your results, because 338 pounds, losing 10 pounds is a whole lot different than 100 or 200 pounds losing 10 pounds. You know what I mean? So we're all on our own journey. So don't compare yourself to what you see on Instagram and YouTube and even on my channel, because I promise you, I am not as happy as I am all the time in my videos in the evening. I have stuff that happens in my life, and my team will tell you, Terri is sometimes mean and grumpy and annoying, and so I just don't record those things. So anyway, so don't compare yourself to what you see with other people online, because you're really just getting a snapshot of their best, not necessarily their day-to-day. You get my day-to-day food, but not my day-to-day mood. So okay, that's what I got for you. Love you. Jesus loves you. And I'll show you going out to eat with Mom as usual. I'll get a pork steak and a salad and something with it, but I don't know what. So last week they were out of broccoli, so I had to get the cottage cheese. So we'll see what they're out of today. Two times before that, they were out of pork steak. Can't be out of pork steak. But anyway, so we'll see. Okay, bye. Hey, also I forgot. I got signed up for the Kids Point. And so I filled out a background check, and they took a picture of my driver's license so they can do their check. And I've got a list of things that I have to do. And one of them is fill out a welcome to the team information page. So name, phone number, email, home address, birthday, t-shirt size, history of working with kids, favorite drink, treat, area of interest, service of interest. Oh, which service? And then they're going to ask us when our next training is. So I will shadow, is what she said. I'll shadow at some point. But first and foremost, they have to make sure my background check is done. So hopefully all them crimes I committed won't be on my background check. I'm just kidding. They run a background check on us at work every year. So there shouldn't be anything that I don't know about. So, all right, bye. There's my salad with ranch dressing. And there's my pork steak. Look at this. Size of my palm, my pork steak and broth. Our project today. We're painting that rusty spot up there. I already did my half. Now it's Mom's half.
Funny how in your head you think you can still do stuff like you did, but when you get to doing it, it's like, hey, that doesn't.
You're like, hey, I'm 81 years old. Maybe I can't do what I thought I could do. And here's old Terri Bear painting her half. Look at me go. there. This is the last of my salads from last week. This is going to be pretty potent probably. Let me toss this soaked paper towel. Alrighty, so we're going to put in a little bit of jicama. I cut this up this weekend. Debbie Sue said that she took her jicama and she's done 2 different ways. She made, she did it in her, what you call it? What do you call that thing? Instant Pot. So Mom sent me home some spinach because she's going to be gone, so she can't use it up. So we're going to put a little bit in this salad here because it's starting to look a little wet. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm not going to close it up all the way. I'm going to give it a light fold so then the air can kind of seep in and help it kind of dry out a little bit. Anyway, what was I talking about, y'all? I don't know. I was telling y'all about something. Must have been a lie because I forgot it. Big as life. No clue. Anyway, I have one more of these pork and rice chickens. I have one more of those. Oh, yeah, Debbie Sue. So she said that she has, not only has she done the jicama, she did it both times with the drops, the flavor drops that are like sweet potato drops. She did one like long strips like French fries or like sweet potato fries. And then she did the other one like cubed, kind of like this. And we were talking about she's going to try at one with pineapple flavoring, I think she said. Not really sure. Anyway, she's real creative and stuff. She's the one that gave us our bread and butter pickle recipe. So, so she'll come up with something, that's for sure. Where is it? Over here. I watered down my salad dressing. It was just too thick. Y'all know I like thin, so I can get more on there and not have as many calories. All right. Oh, I forgot my fruit. Well, hang on. Got my salad and my why can't I say it? Glazed pork and riced chicken. I don't know why I can't say that. Hang on, I'm going to grab my fruit. Tell you, Mom had me busy today. She had me, the top part frame of her garage was rusting, so we brushed that off, and then she and I painted that. And then I had to help her make her bed. I'm going to tell you, if you think anybody in your life is picky, you ain't seen my mama. That woman, she almost broke out a ruler to make sure that the extra hangover part of the sheet, top sheet, thought she was going to break out a ruler to make sure each side was the same. And you can't pull it up too high onto the mattress. Gotta be down about that much. She just smooths that thing out. And by the time we were done, I said, we bet we could bounce a quarter off this thing. Oh, I said, you're ready for the military? Terri. Listen, when you got 4 dogs that are going to jump in your bed in 2.5 seconds, you do not go through all that. You're just glad you just pull the blanket up to make sure somebody don't crawl in it and scoot their butt. Somebody don't scoot their butt on it. Yeah. She, a lot more meticulous than I am. But well, she blocked my lunch, so I can never complain. I conned her out of 3 things. I gotta wash them, but I'll show you. This is dirty, 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 okay? But that's an old cookie jar. Real old antique cookie jar. But I want to wash it, and then I'll put dog treats in it. And then, now I gotta wipe it off, and then I'll show y'all it better. But y'all know I can't keep no secret. Look at this, babe, the scale. And there's a thing under there that I'll turn. I won't use this for my food or anything, okay? But, man. Oh, I know. Anyway, it's in pounds. But I just thought, you know, I weigh everything, so it'd be kind of fun to have this. So I'm going to clean it up. But this thing is old, old, old. It says made in USA. Not legal for trade. And, let's see. Rally. See if you can read that. Let me see if I can take my glasses off. Golly Prim something. I can't read it. I'm sure we could Google it. Let's see if this one's better. There it is. See if you can make that out. Anyway, I thought that was fun. And then I'm going to go show you. I got to show you the other thing. Hang on. See this lamp? My mom said Dad made that when he was in high school or college. She's not sure which. But it's just a wooden block. And he made that. And you put your light bulb in. And this is one of those little tops you set on and attach it to the lamp. So I'm like, I think that's kind of fitting. That's a sailboat. And then there's a lighthouse. Mom and Dad got me that years ago. So I thought, well, that's fitting. So I'll have that. And then right by my lighthouse. So anyway, all right. It was a good day. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.